Good morning, welcome to BOTB HQ Parsons Green in southwest London. My name is Christian Williams, presenter here at BOTB. We are here to judge Dream Car competition and Lifestyle competition running from the 2nd to the 8th of July 2018. Just before we continue, massive congratulations to both of our winners last week. The guy that I surprised at work, Elliot Barron, winning himself a brand new Porsche 718 Boxster. Also in our Lifestyle competition, picking up £10,000 in cash. We've got Uzar Ali. Now, two things here. Uzar not only is going to donate a huge amount of his winnings to charity, which is lovely of him, he's also invited me out for dinner as well, so I'm definitely going to take him up on that. Right, going to pass over now to Mark Rimmer from Onside Law to oversee the proceedings this morning.
Hi there, my name is Mark Rimmer from Onside Law and I'll be overseeing the judging this morning. Firstly, I can confirm that the competition data has already been sent to the auditors Wilkins Kennedy, and now I'd like to introduce today's judges and ask them to pick a car out of the bag to determine their seating position. So if I could first introduce Gareth Deneen, please.
Morning, Mark. Good morning. My name is Gareth Deneen. I'm a senior county referee and I appoint referees to various competitions throughout the London area. I have the white car.
Alan Gomer.
Good morning, Mark.
Morning, Alan.
Good morning, my name is Alain Gomar. I'm an ex-professional footballer. I played for Paris Saint-Germain, Newcastle and Fulham. Yellow.
Ari Mendonca.
Mark.
America.
Morning, my name is Armin Donk. I've been involved in football for over 30 years, firstly as a player and then as a referee. Red.
Leo Donlan.
Morning, Mark. Hello, my name is Leo Donnellan. I'm an ex-professional football player and been with Chelsea, Fulham and Leyton Orient. Purple.
Hugh Gilroy.
Morning, Mark.
Hi, Hugh.
Hi, my name's Hugh Gilroy. I'm an active referee, mentor, tutor and observer. Thank you. Orange.
And last up, Peter Georgia.
Good morning. Good morning, my name is Peter Georgia. I'm an IFA futsal and football referee, mentor, tutor and observer. Blue.
Okay, judges, please can you mark on the screen where you think the centre of the ball should be. I'll ask you to do this for a few minutes before justifying your position. I'll then ask you to come to a panel decision on the central screen. Okay, Ari, please could you justify the position of your cross for us?
Yes, my cross is the red one. I felt the player in really is in the air. He's trying to adjust his position to get to this ball. He's looking straight at it. Player on the other side behind him is in the ground, I believe, and he's looking straight at the ball as well. I felt mainly because of his right eye. I think I felt that he was looking slightly to the left and higher, where these lines cross. That's what I placed my dot.
Right, thank you. Okay, so go on, please, Gareth.
Right, mine's the white cross. I think this player, we can just see his head. I think he's slightly in the background from the player in the green shirt. So he's looking quite steeply up. He's also going to be looking forward, which is why I come over this way, away from Ari's to Ari's right. This guy, I think, is nearly on the top of his, at the top of his jump. I think his arms are on the way down, and he's waiting for the ball to come down to head it. His eyes are to his right, so looking at the eyes line there, and then the eye line from these two guys, from this guy here, where those cross, that's where I put my cross.
Thank you. Okay, Alan, great if you can justify your cross for us.
Yeah, my cross is the yellow one. I'm a bit higher than this cluster. I think looking at this player, I think he's looking very, very steep. So I think the ball is coming, from the top and landing, towards him. He's nearly at the top of his jump. I think there's still a bit of way for the ball to reach his forehead. The player on the left hand side is slightly in the background. I think he's looking towards this direction, and yeah, he's looking very steep also. So I've cross-referenced both eye lines, and this is where I thought the center of the ball was.
Thank you. So again, please, Hugh.
Yeah, mine's the orange cross. Two players in shot, as the guys have said. For me, I just felt he might have actually just played this ball. Judging from his arm position, I thought he might have been on his way down. So where his eye line and this player who I felt was just on looking, where those two matched, that's where I placed my cross.
Peter, please go for justify your cross.
Yeah, I'm the blue cross closest to the player from the group itself. The reason why I put it there is I do believe he's almost at the top of his jump. He ain't got far to go. The ball must be almost on top of him. That's why I put it as close to his head as possible there. But also taking into account the guy in the background, his general look is in that vicinity there. Very difficult to gauge because he is, as someone said, he's in the background there looking on. So I've taken a guide from there and cross-referenced it and put my cross there for the centre of the ball.
Thank you. And last up, Leo, please.
Yeah, mine is the purple cross. Two players in shot. I think this player's obviously just on looking. This player's unopposed. I believe he's going to win this header. I think if you look at his body shape, he's kind of leaning obviously to his, as we look to his right, and I think the ball's coming down and he's going to head this ball. I think he's kind of hanging in the air with his arms up, so he's just going to flick this ball on. If you look at his eyes, very concentrated. I think it's fairly close to him because he's quite high into his jump, so that's why I decided to put it there.
Great, thanks. Okay, judges, please can you come to a panel decision on the central screen. For your reference, the green cross on the judging screen represents the calculated average of the 6 individual selections.
Right. Thank you.
Can we have a look at their eyes?
Yeah, sure. That is looking quite steeply up, but he is looking forward.
And I think he's kind of positioned behind him.
Yeah.
And to the side, obviously.
That's his other eye. Let's look at this one here.
I think his left eye is quite relevant.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put some lines in. Go through the cross. How does that work? It's easy to see from the back.
For me, it's looking steeper than that. You know, when you look at his left eye, you know, is
In that line should be slightly to the right.
All right, well, Ari's up, higher up, but virtually on that line, or nearly on that line. I'm over here. I'm down here. It's yellow. Alan,
I'm
you're,
yellow, yeah.
you're over here, aren't you?
yeah.
Okay, so you think this one is steeper?
I think based on his
His
left eye,
yeah.
you know, for me it looks steeper. You know, this will be steeper than the average, I guess.
Any other comments from the guys behind?
I think with the cluster that we have got there, not taking into account Harry's, I'd like to see that average cross coming closer
To where?
to the head,
Right, okay.
coming down towards him. Sorry,
Right.
What do you mean height-wise?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Can we get the left-right sorted out? Because if we ignore Harry, excuse me, Harry, then we're virtually on the blue one. I'm trying to see, where's the is the blue one the average for the vertical line?
Yeah, it's roughly, yeah.
Whereabouts is
So
that?
it's the middle
Between
of
the
the
five,
line,
you mean?
you know,
Yeah.
roughly, yeah.
Middle, what, how far here?
Yeah, middle. If you
More
go straight
towards the
up,
tip, or how far along the
a bit
switch?
more on the right.
From there?
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit more. Yeah, like the other side.
Okay. And you're saying steeper, so that gives us a cross there. Which would, let's get it right. That's where the ball would be. Any comments?
See, I think his body shape's sort of going that way, so I think the ball's coming in, obviously, this way, so he's sort of adjusting himself, so I think it's a little bit more to the left, personally.
Right, so, yeah.
You know?
I feel the same as well. I think that the ball should be slightly more to the left instead of coming to the
Yeah,
right.
well, I'm over to the left as well. But-
If you, sorry, Gav, if you put it on the average,
Yeah.
and let's just see maybe what it looks like.
I think it's, the way it is, I think will represent better.
Yeah, I don't think you can go right, personally.
I don't think so.
Not
Just
only-
try to put on his eye over here.
Okay.
The zoom, if you don't mind.
No, sure, no problem. I'm going to take a cross on that one. A line on one.
I think he's looking slightly to the left, but
Yeah, you're over here somewhere, aren't you?
yeah, exactly.
And the other guys are over.
The other side.
I think it's tough because he's quite far away from it,
Yeah,
so
but-
he can be looking in that
My
range.
my view was that he's settled, so he's a perfect view for the ball. He's not moving; he's just looking at the ball. While this player is on movement, of course, there's always a slightly.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He's almost at the top of the jump.
Yeah.
I think.
That's the line through. That's the line through from this guy. That's the line through the average. Let's take another one there. Does that work with that eye?
I just think
I
if you,
think,
if you
yeah.
put it on there again, and if we sort of think it's what we're saying, it's definitely not going left. So if we think it might go a bit right,
It's going
I-
to go
I
right.
would-
It's going to go right, go down as well.
Yeah, it's Ari's higher than the rest of us, and also much to the left.
I'm okay to come closer.
Okay. Shall I take those lines out?
Well, only the previous ones, probably this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take this
That's it.
in.
That's it. It's better.
because if that is the height,
Yeah.
you know, because of the average, all we're saying really with his eye line is it a touch to the right
But if we take Ari
because
out,
it's not to the left.
then
The thing is, if Ari is happy to move on the right, the average would have to move, slightly on the right against
yeah,
it.
okay.
So,
and lower.
yeah.
So that would be approximately an average. Should we try putting a cross in anyway and see how it works? Let's go with that. So there's the average. If we come down to there,
Okay.
Okay.
It's right there.
so it's not moved a lot.
No. It's going to move it. And it, try that.
I think that works. For green, you're going to move slightly, Aaron.
I think that's better.
that's fine,
I think
yeah.
that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can live with that one.
Yeah, I'm
You
okay.
don't- you're okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
Okay, so the coordinates chosen are x coordinate 1902, y coordinate 525. So these coordinates will now be passed to Wilkins Kennedy to calculate the winner of the competition, and they'll inform best of the best. That concludes the judging this morning for the Dream Car competition. Thanks all very much.